Happy Monday and a great start to the week, which I hope is going to be very productive and positive for you. If we look at the markets this morning here, before the US markets are opening, so I think there's always a little bit of a delay here when we see what direction we're going for the week, but nothing much is happening here. Atom still at $9.55, Akash down 6% today, 283. Archway, we talked about it yesterday in the video at 18 cents. So yeah, nothing much is happening. As long as we have Bitcoin above 41,000, I think that's a good sign. And I think, like I said, we might see a little bit of a increase in the Bitcoin dominance, especially leading up towards the halving. And then at some point, though, we will have an altcoin season. We will have an alt season. That's why I think, you know, now that altcoins are still slow and are still boring and nothing is moving, that's the time where you want to secure your altcoin bags before the run begins. Now, the biggest news starting this week is coming from Picasso network, Pika. The restaking walls are now live and you can participate in the Mantis games that are also now live. You can actually go over here on games.mantis.app and you can also see on the leaderboard where we're currently standing. You can also just create your own team or join someone else's team. And you see here the bridge wars, the bridge games have officially started. The total deposit is already approaching $1 million here and over 1,000 users with 49 teams. And this competition is going on for 30 days in which 17.5 million Pika will be distributed. The Pika price has not really reacted upon the news, upon the launch. You can always see if you zoom out here on the yearly chart, that Pika started running here sometime in late October and peaked at around 2.4, 2.5 cents here just 2 weeks ago. And it's now consolidating around 1.8, 1.9. I think it's just a classic reaccumulation phase here. Trading volume is 620,000 per day. It is still a bit of a low cap gem, of course. It's a low cap gem play, but I think it's the IBC bet. It's the IBC everywhere bet. Picasso is going to be an interoperability terminal that is bringing IBC everywhere, and also the restaking bet, right, which is going to be a big narrative. Another spotlight coin and spotlight ecosystem for the week is definitely Celestia and the TIA coin and the TIA ecosystem. We're still at $17.42 dollars per coin, which implies a fully diluted valuation of 17 billion US dollars. Staking APR is still at 15.73%. The inflation rate at 8%. And by the way, that inflation rate is going down by 10% every year. And that's why, like, the staking APR, I think, is still decent, but it will also gradually go down as the bonded ratio increases, but also as the inflation rate goes down every year. Airdrops in Celestia are huge. There's actually a huge list. If you go on airdrops.one, you see a bunch of airdrops that are part of the Celestia ecosystem. We're also getting an airdrop for Altlayer, which also has a $4 billion valuation. We will get an airdrop for Movement Labs, which is something that broke here on my YouTube channel in real time. We're getting the Dymension airdrop. Those are all Celestia ecosystem airdrops. Saga is giving an airdrop for TIA stakers. Minimal requirement here is 23 TIA, by the way. And also Milky Way, which is a liquid staking protocol tailored for Celestia, and they have already announced the Milk token and airdrop that will be coming out. And Liam from Sexito made another great tutorial, which I'm going to show you right now, on how you can use Milky Way today in order to qualify for a potential airdrop for the Milk token.
Welcome back, Cosmonauts. This is Liam here from Stakesito. We're coming at you with a quick airdrop tutorial. We're going to show you how you can best position to be eligible for the Milky Way Zone airdrop. This is likely for using the Milky Way Zone liquid staking product. This will be liquid staking your TIA tokens. Let's get into it. Now, just before we begin, you will need to have liquid TIA tokens. You can't use staked TIA. So get some liquid TIA and also make sure those are on the Celestia wallet that you own or on Osmosis. If you need to purchase some TIA tokens, you can do this on app.osmosis.zone, and we'll put that link in the description in the tweet below this video. Just a quick one, Milky Way Zone also has a Zeely quest that you can complete, which may increase your chances of being eligible for the drop. With that said, let's get on with the tutorial. What you'll need to do is head over to app.milkyway.zone. And once you get to this page, the next thing you're going to do is hit connect wallets. Now you will be able to connect Kepler or Leap. So simply select the wallet that applies to you. In this case, we'll be using Kepler. prompt the request or confirm the request to connect. And now you'll see you'll have a balance available to stake, liquid stake that is, on milkyway.zone. So we have absolutely no idea what the eligibility criteria will be for this airdrop. We don't know if it's one tier you need to stake, 5, 10, 25, or 25,000. We'll have to leave that decision up to you. In this tutorial, we will be liquid staking 25 tier tokens. So go ahead and enter the amount of tier you want to liquid stake. Simply hit the stake button, and then when your wallet prompts a request to confirm the transaction, simply hit approve, wait for that transaction to go through. And once that goes through, you'll get this confirmation and you'll actually be joining the rest of the tier locked into liquid staking on Milky Way, which as of the time of recording is 36 million. By the way, this is an app on Osmosis, so we don't expect any problems from using this app. But always do your own research and of course select a risk profile that is appropriate for you. Now this should hopefully qualify you for this airdrop. Once you have staked, if you refresh the page, you'll be able to see the amount of milk tier you have available. Where it's liquid staked, you can take this milk tier and participate in DeFi, or you can even go ahead and swap it back into other tokens on Osmosis. But if you want to qualify for the airdrop, the likelihood is to get the biggest allocation, you'll probably need to keep this milk tier available or provide liquidity on Osmosis. So if you do want to provide liquidity with your milk tier, head over to app.osmosis.zone, connect your wallet if you haven't already on the top right-hand side of the screen, selecting Kepler or Leap Wallet, for example. And now what you're going to do is actually find the right pool. So simply scroll down on the pools section, make sure you have it selected, and then simply type in milk. This will bring up the milk tier pool and also the milk tier USDC pool. If you want to provide liquidity to milk tier, this will likely also qualify you for the airdrop. We'll leave that with you though, cosmonauts. Make your own decision on how you want to approach this drop because we do not know the eligibility criteria. Maybe you'll be eligible simply for interacting with the liquid staking product. Maybe you'll need to keep hold of your milk tier tokens, or maybe you'll just qualify as a tier or Osmo staker. Quickly, one other thing. Now, as a liquid staking token, it is possible milk tier will not qualify for the same airdrops as normal tier stakers would. This is quite common for liquid staking anywhere throughout crypto, so it does mean you need to make this consideration when choosing to liquid stake. However, I do know the Milky Way team is trying to work with teams conducting airdrops to tier stakers to also get milk tier holders eligible. Let's see if they can pull through with that, but this is a consideration for you to make. We'll leave that all up to you, but if you did find this video helpful, do consider staking with Stakecito on Osmosis and on Celestia. We would really appreciate your delegation, and it allows us to keep adding additional value to you, our amazing community. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.
Other big news for the week might come from Dymension. Dymension is one of the most highly anticipated launches, especially now after Manta and Altlayer, which both launched at multi-billion-dollar valuations on Binance. We're seeing Dymension next in line, most likely, to launch. And also, I got this question a lot from you guys about what happens if I gave my centralized exchange Ethereum address for the Dymension airdrop claim. And the bad news is that you really have to bet and hope for that exchange to list DYM. But otherwise, you really have to chase down the exchange. You have to tell them like, yo guys, I gave this wallet address here. This is my airdrop here. This is my account. I did KYC. You really have to beg them to give you your coins. But I actually don't really think that that has a lot of success, a high success rate. So, never ever when you claim an airdrop, never ever give your centralized exchange address as a receiving address, because in most cases, the exchanges, they don't care about this, or they just pocket the airdrop for themselves. But yeah, Dymension is going to launch very, very soon. It might launch this week, actually. They also have their redistribution going on right now, which means those that did not claim their DYM airdrop, their allocations will be redistributed and reallocated to those who claimed. So you might end up getting a lot more DYM tokens than you originally thought, right? And the same happened with Celestia, with the tier airdrop itself. DYM is also modeled on that. Same for Namada is also modeled on that. Now that's it for today. Also, now go check out the video from yesterday where I talk about some hot coins in Cosmos, including Osmo also, which hasn't really been talked about much in the past, I feel like. Akash Network also, Passage, and many more. And make sure that you do all these things. That's actually the thing I'm shilling the least, but please go over, subscribe to the C2 report by clicking on this link and just typing in your email address. We're actually also going to launch the C2 Zone website in the coming weeks. We've already been working on this. So this is work in progress, a proper C2 Zone website. And in that C2 report that we're sending out in the next days, you will also get the link to the spreadsheet, which a lot of you have, kept asking me. So that's number one thing. Number two, always consider staking with StakeC2. Much appreciated. You can find an overview of all the networks without validating on here on this link. Then also follow me on Twitter. We're about to cross 100,000. Actually, we're just crossing 99,000 now. So 1,000 left. And at 100,000, we still have this ongoing giveaway where you actually need to be a subscriber to the newsletter and also in order to qualify. So we're going to do the giveaway as well once we cross 100K. And lastly, join the Telegram chat, the CryptoCito's friends Telegram chat, but only through this link. Be very careful with impersonator, fake Telegram groups, scam links. Telegram is very scammy. You really need to be careful. Don't click on random links from people that are sending you links on Telegram. And also be very careful in the comment section here under these videos, right? Because sometimes there are impersonator accounts that have, either CryptoCito with a 0. So always make sure that it looks like this at CryptoCito. And I think from a viewer's perspective, there's also usually something that kind of identifies. I don't know if you see the gray background as well on your side, but always make sure that you're interacting with the official account and not impersonator accounts. That said, I hope you enjoyed the video today. And let me know what you are most excited about for the week, right? I think these Monday episodes could be really like the alpha for the week that we're preparing. And on Sundays, we're kind of recapping and answering some questions. But yeah, let me know what you are mostly excited about for the week, what you want me to cover in my next videos. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Stay safe and be good.